Today is Wednesday, the 23rd of August, 2018. I'm Keith War, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. And today I'm being joined again by Tonya Casper. So how you doing, Tonya?
Okay.
Yeah. And so since we did the video last week, you've been in contact with your sister.
Yes. Amazing. Thank you so much.
And like, what was that like seeing her?
It was surprising.
So no fighting, no arguing?
No fighting, no arguing, and it's all thanks to you.
I'm glad for that.
If I did not have you, I would probably still have nobody. So it's amazing.
And I've been trying to find help for you, and it's been very frustrating because I've tried. Some people put this Aspire place. I called them on Facebook and some of these other things, and then we went around and today, and the help that we did get today was from Hummingbird Pantry with some food and some clothing.
Yes.
And that was nice, but how frustrating was that today, like when you heard you were turned down for rehab because they said you won't withdraw, and so there's no reason for you to go to rehab. Then we go over to the women's shelter and you try to get in there because you were, beaten and battered. That's, one of the main reasons you're homeless, and they turned you away because they said you will withdraw.
Yeah.
I mean, how ridiculous is that? Everywhere else has been telling you no, they won't take you. What were you thinking when that lady said that to you?
Honestly, I was thinking, okay, well, one hand still wants me just to go and do heroin just to get help, but then that'll just make me more problems.
Worse.
More problems. So it's very hard. There is no help here for women.
No,
None.
there really isn't. In all the places I called, they were saying Apopka and Daytona and Kissimmee and Melbourne, an hour away. So your sister's looking into a place for you.
Yes.
And what does she tell you about it?
That is faith-based. It's a 6 months, but
Lake Okeechobee.
there again, I have to be, accepted.
Right. And how do you feel about a faith-based thing? Like, are you a religious person? Are you an atheist? Like, what's your feeling on that?
I mean, right now, at this point in time, I don't care if it's faith-based, if it's just a regular one. I just want help.
You just want help.
Yes.
Yeah. So once you get the problem solved with your addiction and you get that under control, how do you think you're going to support yourself? At this certain one, they have job training?
Job training, and they are, supposed to have me a job in 6 months. Mm-hmm. So I can stay there, and start to save money up, or, I can just go from there. I just need help now, way before it's too late.
Yeah. It's really frustrating because I would think there would be a lot of help for women because, women are victims of domestic violence and all this other thing, and then to just see you get turned away place after place today, it was just very frustrating.
It is, and I don't see how crack makes you withdraw because it's mind over matter.
Right. There's not a physical. You're not going to get sick.
It's mind. It is more,
it's a mental.
wanting it. Right. And for smoking so long, it's like I have to retrain my brain not to want that or to go and chase that.
And you said it's been a little easier for you not to do that this afternoon, hanging out with me.
It's amazing.
And is that because you're not around somebody else who's doing that?
That, and it's more, it's not being there in the hood. And I'm not saying that, it's the hood's fault because
Right.
it's
But that's
my
where
own
drug-
fault.
but that's where drugs
Don't
are, is
be
in the
there.
hood.
Right. It's not their fault. It's mine. It's harder for me just to say no in the hood.
So you were telling me when I picked you up that you were tired, that you only got a little bit of sleep,
Yes.
and that you were on like a 4-day bender.
Yes.
Were you out smoking crack and tricking? Like, what were you? Why were you up for 4 days?
Because I have no place to go, and I'm basically scared to sleep, on the streets because what's going to happen to me? I mean, I have, but I've got blisters on my feet.
Yeah, and you have blisters on your hands and stuff.
And
what is that from? What is that
it's
from?
From staying in filth on the streets, in houses that's nasty, and
So
just
where have you been staying? Where have you been staying this past week?
Basically on Main and Dummit.
In an abandoned house?
No,
in
it's
a parking
like
lot?
on a.
Is it a parking lot?
It's like the woods, like, yeah.
Just a little patch
sitting
of
there,
woods?
Yeah.
So no tent, no nothing?
No,
You're
nothing, just sitting on a log.
So with other homeless people or by yourself?
By myself, basically, but there's one other, she's homeless also, but she's more into wanting to go and go and go and not want that help. And I just sit back and think of my life and thinking, okay, this is just not me. I want help, and I just can't keep going. I can't.
Do you think in the past week, since talking to me, that you have done less crack in the past week than you normally like? Do you think that had any effect on your?
Basically, yeah, because now I'm not going to say the world knows, but a lot of them know it now, and I'm more, sticking my story out there. It really just, I sit back and think, really, you know what?
And you have put yourself out there, and you did tell me you had a story, you had somebody come up to you.
Yes, I did have a story.
A little freaked out a little bit.
Yes, he, this man had stopped by and said he had a friend that, wants to see me Friday.
And he made it real clear, non-sexual.
Non-sexual, no tricking, no crack smoking, just to go to the theater. Which I'm not used to having that positive people like that.
Right,
I'm
right.
not. So it's a little scary. What's really going to happen? Is he lying to me? What does he want from me?
Yeah, but you get into cars with strange men all the time.
I do,
and you really take your chances, because, I
Right.
mean, they could...
Really hurt me.
Mandy, Mandy,
Yes.
she had a friend that was killed over at Manatee Hammock. I mean...
Jen.
Yeah. And,
Jen was, yeah.
So you knew Jen?
Yes. And it was a scary situation. That's why now, most of the time, I do not drive out to secluded, areas.
Yeah,
like
but how can you
over the
control?
bridge.
How can you control where they take you? I mean, really.
I can't.
Unless you jump out of the car
right.
at a stoplight or something.
Right. Exactly.
So then there's the help with the crack and getting off of that, but what about, we were talking, you're sort of kind of addicted to the tricking because it makes you feel wanted.
Yes, it does. I get, somebody who actually wants me just to do something for them. Yeah, so I like that.
Right, I mean, it's all for their pleasure or whatever, but it also makes you kind of feel like somebody wants you, somebody needs you.
Yeah.
And it also puts like I guess a dollar amount, like then you have value. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel that too?
And then I can, right, and it's more of the hustling just to get it. I like that hustle.
You're
and
kind of
get that-
addicted to that hustle too.
Yeah.
Of the lifestyles, not only
Yeah.
the drug, but the actual lifestyle.
Not the lifestyle
Yeah, but
of
the whole,
homeless,
the whole chasing, the whole meeting a guy, the whole
Excuse me.
negotiation, and all that.
Yes.
Like, it's like a, you know, it's kind of an addiction. It's a
Yeah.
ritual that you
Yeah,
go through.
it's like just to hustle, I used to go into the stores, and steal. That was a big hustle for me, a big thrill. And now that scared me, now I'm to the lowest of the lowest.
You were told if you got caught doing that again, you'd get 5 years.
5 years, yes.
So you said you had to go to court tomorrow. What are you going to court for tomorrow?
That is because I didn't steal. I was with a friend that she was in a store stealing. And because of my past history, the cops, know, okay, well, she was with this girl, so she...
Guilt by association.
Guilt by association.
What do they
so
charge you with, like receiving?
Grand theft.
Oh, grand theft.
Because they said that they have on camera that I grabbed some shorts and handed it to the girl.
Grand theft, how much was this stuff valued at?
It was $122, but just because I have so many of them,
Oh, it was like a
theft charge.
habitual.
Right.
So what do you
Right.
think is going to happen tomorrow? Do you think you're going to get locked up?
No, I have a lawyer.
Like a court-appointed lawyer?
Well, yeah, it's a
Public defender.
conflict.
Okay.
Conflict. They are better than the public pretenders.
Okay.
So, but hers got dropped. So I'm thinking mine will too, because I didn't actually steal. So if hers got dropped...
How did she get so lucky?
I don't know yet.
And when did hers get dropped? A week ago, a month ago?
I talked to her a week ago, and she said it's dropped.
And is she somebody who's homeless too, or?
No, she's not homeless, but...
No. And, well, why was she doing it? Why, like, if she wasn't
She
homeless, why
is
was she
on
stealing?
heroin.
Oh, she is. Okay, so it was to feed a habit
It's to
too.
feed her habits, yes.
Wow. So where do you have to go to court at? Is it here in Titusville?
Titusville, yes.
So you don't have to worry about traveling?
No, I can walk there.
Yeah? Yeah, because the courthouse is basically in the hood.
Right. Where everything else is.
Yeah, yeah.
Except help.
Except for the help, yeah.
Except for the help.
Absolutely. So in a little while here, I'm going to drop you off, and, I'm going to get back with you, obviously, as soon as I can, hopefully with some help, but, what's going to be your reality for tonight? Like, where are you going? Where are you going to sleep?
I don't know where I'm gonna sleep. If it rains, I have, a friend that has a little shed thing that helps us girls stand under if it rains, but if it's not raining,
Well, the
there's
sky
no
is
hanging
making
around.
one, yeah.
But after that, I don't know.
And you got some food today, and you got
I
some
got
clothes?
some food, I got some clothes,
And-
things to keep.
And where are you going to store those things? I mean,
have
realistically.
to carry them on me or hide them in the woods or,
And then
at a friend's house, outside though, because,
Yeah, and today, they were offering you things like yams and stuff, and you're like, I have
Just
nowhere to
where to
cook
put
it.
them.
I have
Exactly.
nowhere to cook it, I don't have a stove, I don't have a refrigerator, I don't have anywhere to store it.
Exactly.
So she gave you like a little homeless pack and stuff. And you said you don't get food stamps because,
I have no street address, I don't know where,
And how about, I know the Salvation Army does 2 feedings a day down there.
They do, but I also, somebody was saying that there is a restaurant called something Times,
Okay.
Good Times maybe, that they do serve 3 meals a day for the homeless, $5 and under. It's free. So they're helping.
So are you going to use some of those services to feed yourself, or?
Yeah, just I don't take from you know, it's others. I mean, I have.
But you talk like there's somebody worse off than you, but there's really not. You're at the bottom.
But I have food as we speak right now. I mean, a few things. So there's somebody that still not as lucky as I was, still to have you to run me up there.
Yeah.
So
let's talk too about your family knows about that you did your video with me last week, and that you were very honest about, you know, what you do on the street and your addiction and stuff. What has their reaction been? Like, who have you heard from, and what have you heard?
Yeah, I have heard that...
Because your ex-husband contacted me, and he was quite nasty. He's not happy.
Exactly, but...
One of your sons
I still don't want to speak about that.
Right.
But my son, one of my sons is very happy for me. You know, he's an amazing son. He understands, you know...
and the other one wants me to take the video down. He's like,
he has his father's attitude, you know? He's ashamed. But let me tell you, the father...
I don't think there's any shame in coming out and saying you need help.
Be honest, be true, you know? Some people don't want to be true and say that they do have problems, knowing that they do have problems, you know? But my son that is 16 years old, he... You know,
he's making you a grandma, isn't he?
Making me a grandma. He still speaks to me, still loves me. My 22-year-old, she lives in St. Louis. She still loves me, and I have to, you know, speak to her, you know, in a few hours. But and my sister, she has stopped by, seen me, fed me. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well,
so I do have, you know,
yeah, you do have some good things, because some good things happening.
But, you know, the one thing is just help.
Yeah.
Just help. I mean...
How do you feel about your son becoming a father at 16? I mean, honestly.
Honestly, I mean,
you would rather him be married and older, and he's still in high school.
But he did... He quit school first, and then I guess he thought it through. Me and my sister, we have spoke to him, you know, quitting school just to help that baby now. But
that's short term.
What about the future?
Yeah.
So it was amazing that he's back into school.
Yeah, because the only thing he'd be able to work is a minimum wage job.
Yeah,
and
I mean, what's going to happen to him? I mean... Look at mommy.
Right.
Don't, you know.
Right. You don't want things
hard
to be hard on him like they are for you.
Right, so stay in school, yes.
Yeah.
So that's happy for me, but...
Are you going to get to see him or in the baby, or?
I will. Right now, I'm just not in the, you know, I don't...
When's the last time you've seen your son that lives here in Titusville?
Oh, I seen him, 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah.
So he lives locally?
No. It was a month ago because he had spoke to me and needed a few dollars and had some cigarettes. Then, you know, I had the money. So, yeah, I stopped out there and handed him, you know, a few dollars and had some cigarettes. So it was like a month ago.
And where is he staying? Who's he living with?
He lives with his...
girlfriend's parents?
Right, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, and is that a pretty good, stable place for him?
Absolutely.
Good home, good people?
I had spoke with the girl's grandmother, which is an amazing lady, and she just speaks so highly of him. So I am so happy for her also, you know. Grateful for her just to have my son, you know.
Yeah.
Be there close to the mother of his baby.
All right. Well, it's pretty good stuff. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about that you wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, there's no help. I just need, you know, somebody just to see this story and, you know, rehabs, you know, anybody. We need help out here for, you know, smokers. just because we're not on, it's the hardcore stuff, we still need help also.
I would say crack is hardcore stuff. You're on hardcore stuff.
Well, yeah,
You're not
I
on
think
stuff that
it
you will
is.
physically withdraw from.
Right, but
I
they
just
don't
cannot
think
believe
that.
how you were turned away over and over today. It just, I don't understand it. I really don't.
But that, and I want to thank you. That's the first and foremost thing.
Cool.
Just to get this out here and just to see. I mean, there is no help out here, and the stuff that you has tremendously helped me with, clothes, food, transportation, just to go,
And I guess we can get you a bus pass too. We'll try to get you a bus pass. I guess the sharing
Absolutely.
center. So we'll do some more stuff. All right. Well, I guess that's it for right now, and I'll stick with you, and we'll just
Thank
continue
you.
to follow your story and let everybody know where you're at and what's going on.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.